But indeed, our dreams are given to us by God, that they are planted as seeds within our souls, waiting for us to discover, water, nurture, until they blossom with every colorful potential. They are great in all instances, every one of our dreams, because of their source, intended especially for us to develop. Our skills are experienced, matched perfectly for their fulfillment. Dreams are not the privilege of the young or the rich, the able-bodied, and our faith establishes this truth right in the beginning. For God plants a dream in our father Abraham, a man well advanced in his years, yet a man who listens to its stirrings within him and brings a new light to dawn upon all the world. Thus, whether we are aged or young, let us ask today if our dreams remain unfulfilled, why it is that we have hesitated to fulfill them. Why have we postponed, perhaps, telling ourselves one day when I am rich, when I've retired, when the kids move out, when the house is paid for, or when I'm out of college, when I've moved away from home? Why hasn't it been now? Knowing full well that now may be all that we ever have. Why do we allow our dreams to slip into the realm of once foolish fantasies and pretentious imaginings? To be sure, sometimes the immediacy of the moment and its needs demand our attention elsewhere. And yet some such times do pass, and surely each new day brings another opportunity. We can excuse ourselves by claiming that no one encouraged us, that each new idea, each fresh approach was torn down by those who found fault in our dream, who infused doubt into our ability, who discouraged us until we believed them more than we believed in ourselves. Those who at best believe they are doing us a favor, saving us from disappointment, almost certain failure, or at worst those who, having lost their own dreams, cannot suffer the dreams of others. In either case, they do not hear the dream like we do, and do not understand how God has placed it in our soul. To them, it is we who must say, I am saddened, but it is not your dream. It'd be nice if you could share it, but it doesn't really depend on you. If you can't hear it as I can hear it, if you can't see it as I can see it, well, perhaps it's because God has not planted it in you, but rather in me. Into your soul, God has planted other dreams that I might not be able to see. But I will be there to enable you as best I can. It's a wonderful responsibility in the job description of a rabbi, to awaken and encourage the dreams of others, the dreams of a congregation. But it's also part and parcel of simply being a Jew. To dream the dreams that build the world, no matter how humble, no matter how grand, and to enable the dreams of all of those around us. Let us well consider then when our parents or our children, our spouses or our friends come to us with their dreams. Do we detract, or do we encourage them? Do we listen to their dreams, or do we accept them only if they refashion their dreams to fit our own? I look out among us and I ask, what of your dreams? What have you dreamed of being? And what have you dreamed of doing? Have you dreamed of writing a novel, of learning to cook, of studying Hebrew, of training in another field? Have you dreamed of spending more time with your family, of healing from an illness, of mending a relationship? For everything good starts with a dream. Abraham dreamed, and Rebekah dreamed, and so did Joseph. Maimonides dreamed, and Herzl dreamed, and so did Rabbi. history is full of dreamers. And in truth, they were no different than you or I, except for that they listened to the clarion call placed deep within their soul. There will always be reasons why not to follow our dreams. Always another individual or group to question the wisdom of our vision. But one reason for following our dreams trumps all that others or circumstance may throw in our way. And it is the fact that God does not act in vain. God has placed a dream within us. God has done so with purpose. God has done so as a gift. It is God's dream for us, our dream to embrace. It is given to us with trust and faith in our ability. And in the end, that's all we ever need know. We walk ahead into these days of awe, reflecting back upon the days and the years that have passed. Let us also resolve to consider what futures we may yet build. Let us resolve to bite the negative impulse and to encourage the ambitions of those we love and associate with, as we would have them encourage us. Let us resolve to allow their success to become our joy to become their inspiration, and their inspiration to become our triumph. It is said there are only two kinds of people in the world. There are those who wake up in the morning and say, "Good morning, Lord." And there are those who wake up in the morning and say, "Good Lord, it's morning." As we rise from our dreams, let us make sure which we will be. And let us be the one that gives God thanks. Let us wish God a good morning, sweet dreams, and a sweet new year.